Alright, so today we are doing screw jack, and this is the interface. Soildworks is already started, so we have to start with part modeling first. Okay, so if you see here in our Moodle course, where is the Moodle course? Okay, this is ready-made. I think we'll have to open this, open the college website, log in, and when you see your courses, okay, so as soon as you're inside, go to my courses and open machine drawing and modeling lab. The name is slightly different this year. Okay, so I had developed it last year. Let's follow the same. So go to part modeling, open this page, and here you will see the option to check out the assembly. If you want to see the 3D, how the completed assembly looks in 3D, you can just click on this link. It will open up in Onshape. If you're opening on mobile, you can open it using your app. Onshape app must be installed on it. When you click on that link, it will ask which app to open in. Okay? So you can choose Onshape app. It will slowly load over there. Fine. So you can see here that this screw jack has now loaded. Fine. So we can see all the parts. So part number 1, this is part number 1. Let's see what are the different parts. So this is part number 1. So here whatever is in red, that is shown as part number 1. So what is this green part? If you make this transparent, you can see this green part, that is called as the nut. Okay, so this is the base, this is the nut, and this one is the screw. Then on top of screw we will have the crown. This is called crown or cup. And then inside the cup we will have a washer, and inside the washer will go this particular screw, smaller screw. Fine, understood? If you see the exploded view, it will be okay. Exploded view, where is it? There is a button for exploded view. Okay, we are in parts, so we should shift to assembly first, and then it'll take some time, let it load. Fine, so when you click on exploded view, activate, this is the exploded view. Okay, so you can see this green part goes inside of this, and this pink part, which is the screw, the nut is having internal threading, screw is having external threading, right? So this part will go inside and it will rotate. So there is a helical joint between these two links, and then we have the cup. Okay, so inside the cup with this one, what is this, washer will be placed, and inside the washer the final link, this screw will go. Okay, so when you come back, okay, so this is how it will look, and when it moves, the cup will be free to move. The cup will not be attached with this, right? Because there is a small gap. If you see the sectional view, which plane do you select? Okay, let's select this. Okay, so if you see here, there is a small gap. Can you see that gap? This is the washer, and this one is the bottom screw. So you can see there is a small gap here, so the washer is not touching this. So that's why the cup can rotate freely. Okay, so let me come out of this. How to come out of this? Yeah, so section plane off. Okay, so that when I lift this, when I hold this and move it up or down, you can see. Okay, so this is rotating. Are you seeing that? So it can rotate. So when it rotates, it will go out inside. When you rotate in opposite direction, it will come up. Here, so this is a screw jack. Now one by one we need to make all these parts. So we have to start with part modeling. Click OK. And how to save this? While saving, you have to be careful. Okay, you have to go for save as, then you have to save in a folder. Where you have to save? Go to D drive, and you will have created your own folder here, right? If you didn't create a folder, you can create it, give it your name, and then inside of that you can create the first part. Inside that actually you need to create one more folder. This one is for screw jack. Fine. So if all the parts of all the assemblies are in a single folder, it will confuse us. So better create a separate folder for the screw jack assembly, and in this we have to save it as a first part, which is body. Okay, now the part is saved, we can start building it. So let us go and take a look at all the measurements. Slowly, one by one, we need to build it. Okay, let me keep this besides here like this. Okay, and let's keep it over this side. Okay, it's not coming. All right, fine. So we have to watch the measurements here and complete it over here. Ready? So first we have to select front plane and go for a sketch. Front plane and sketch. Now here at the center we need an axis. So let me create an axis. Okay, straight axis. What is the height of the axis? What is the total height? What is the total height? 185, right? So I need to first change the measurements. This is in inches, pound and second. If we don't make this change, everything will remain in feet, this one, inch, pound and second, and the final result, the volume or mass, we will get it wrong. Okay, so change this to mmgs. Now we have come out of the sketch, so go back in the sketch. Now the unit are selected properly, we are in part file, part is saved correctly at the correct folder. Now we can start editing this. Fine. So go for dimension. What is the maximum height we need? 185. So create an axis like this. Fine. If you want to place it normal, just press space bar. Okay, press space bar, you will get this. Then you can click on whatever view you want. Okay. If you press control and middle click, you can do this. This is called panning, and we just middle click, then you can rotate. Just middle click will rotate. Fine. Let's come back. Okay, so and start. Okay, so now we have to start from the base here. Okay, or we can start from the top also, no problem. So let us start from the top. So go straight here. Okay, we have reached here. Now from here we need inclined line, right? We need an inclined line. So take an inclined line up to here, and then take a horizontal line, then take vertical line, then take another horizontal line, and then we need to keep it parallel. We need to keep it parallel. So once just touch it without clicking, just touch it once, and then you will get the option for parallel. Are you getting parallel? So click here and then take another horizontal length. Okay, horizontal. Okay, and then go up, take here measurement, same, and vertical line you have to click. Then close it. Got this? So this, now we need to give all the measurements. So let's give measurements one by one. So this length is how much? 40. The distance between the parallel lines is how much? 10. This height is how much? 20. Then what else? See, now this is moving up and down, right? We don't want it to move up and down. So what to do? This and this. Select, press control and select both these, and then select coincident. Fine. So this is now coincident with the axis. Axis height we have given. With the axis height it is matching now. Fine. So next, diameters are there. How to give diameters? Click on the line, click on the axis. If you give this side, you will get radius. If you shift it to the other side, we will get diameter. Fine. So this happens only when an axis is present. Only when the axis is present, this will happen. So move here, and now what is this diameter? 70. Correct. And this inner diameter is how much? 50. Correct. This is 10. Okay, now this diameter is also given. How much is this diameter? Look here, 100. So this diameter is taken from the corner point, this corner to that corner, and this is 100. Okay, and then this diameter, how much is this diameter? Come on, tell me. How much is this? 140. Okay. So now slowly you can see it is becoming black. Slowly, one by one, it is becoming black. Now from this point, from the inner point, okay, you can see the length is given from the inner edge. So take that edge, keep it here. How much is this? 66. So now the complete diagram has become black. Now black means the complete sketch has been constrained. Sketch has been completely constrained. Do you see any blue part here? There is no other blue part, right? Everything has been constrained. So once this is done, go for features. Now which feature we should apply? Extrude? No, we have to apply revolve. So click on revolve. So most of the times it will automatically detect the axis. Sometimes it won't detect the axis automatically. Fine. If it doesn't detect axis, it will show up like this. So what you have to do, you just have to select click here and click on the axis. Click on the axis. So you can select any line as the axis. You can select any line as the axis. If you select this line as axis, you see that it is coming like that. Fine, right? If you select this line as axis, it's coming like that. Getting it? If you select this line as axis, it is coming like this. Getting it? So whatever line you select as the axis, the same will be used for revolution. Okay? So if you select something else by mistake, right click here and click delete, and then again click here and click the correct axis. So once it is done, click on OK. Fine. So now this problem is with the graphic card. So if it is not displayed properly, you select a different view from here. Click here and select a different view. So it will be visible. Okay. So now what to do? There is a cut at the bottom. You can see there is a small clearance 3. Okay. So that we need to create. How to create that? There are two ways to do this. So one is we can create another sketch and then apply it. If you don't want to create another sketch, you can go inside the same sketch and do it from there also. So I will create a different sketch. So again I will choose front view. Again I will choose front view and I will go for a sketch. Okay. So now this sketch I want a rectangle. So click here and click here. So this is a very small rectangle. So what should be the height? Height is how much? 3. Okay. And the diameter is given as 100. So I can just go ahead and do 100 by 2. Can I do it? 100 by 2 if I do, I will directly get radius. Okay. So now this again what I need to do? What should I do now? I should not do revolve. If I do revolve, the base will be closed. Fine. So let me show you what happens. So here axis, you can see axis is not selected by default. So I can click on axis, select axis. So if I go ahead and do this, click OK. What happened? It has closed. From the top it is open, but from the bottom it is closed. So we don't want this, right? So go undo. So we have the rectangle. So what you need to do? Which feature should we apply? We should apply revolved cut. We should apply revolve cut. So click on revolve cut, then click on axis. Here, this is the axis. Fine. So now if you click OK, can you see? Okay. So cut has been created. Now we have to create some round edges from place to place. So here you can see 8 mm round is there. This is also rounded a little, and here also we have a little round. So what to do? How to do that? We have to choose fillet. You have to choose fillet. So click fillet, select here. How much fillet here? 3. Okay. So 3 mm fillet is created here. Is it smooth now? Then here on this edge, how much fillet? How much is the fillet here? 8. So create a fillet of 8. Created, smooth. Now here also you can see there is a sharp edge. We don't want this sharp edge, so give it some fillet. So that fillet radius has not been given to us. You can give 1 or 2 or whatever you want. Okay. So I have given 3. Okay. So this is now complete. This is now complete. So we had already saved the file. So just click save and that should be enough. Okay. So first part has been saved. Now how to create the second part? Again go for new file, again go for new file, again choose part, click OK. If units are different, again you have to choose this. Every time you have to choose this unit. Fine. If you convert the units for some and if you leave the units of some others as it is, then the objects will not match. Fine. So be very careful while changing the unit. Every time you open the part file, make sure the units are correct. If they are already correct, no problem. If they are different, you have to change them. So next, let us go for the next part. You can see this is the next part. Fine. So let's go ahead and create that. So once again, I need to go for sketch. I need to select front view, and then from here I can start. So again, let me take the center line. What is the height for the center line? What is the height for center line? 45. So 45 axis height. Fine. And now let me create this this part, whatever it is, right? So let's start. So let me start with a line. I'll take a reference from here and then go to the top reference, then go straight, then come down, then come here, then come down, then left. Okay, then down here to the reference point and close. Over. So now here there is a round. This part is round, right? So let me create this round. How to create a round? You can take a circle, keep it from the midpoint till the top point. Use trim command to remove only the inside part. Don't remove the line. If you remove line, there will be other problems. So this line, you should convert this to construction line. That line, convert it to construction line. Fine. So now we have the closed this one, geometry. So let's go ahead and give the other dimensions. So total 45 we have already given. So this length is how much? It's 10. Then distance between these two is how much? This is again 10. Correct. Then okay, this radius automatically it will be defined. This top fillet we will apply later after revolving it. Then this diameter, है ना? This diameter is how much? 50. Hey, it's 50. है ना? It's 50 now. And now coming here, this diameter. So it's not displaying the furthest distance. Right click. So we don't have right click. So furthest distance specifically it's not possible to mention. Okay. So we can take a point and keep it here exactly. Okay, keep it here exactly. And we can give a dimension to that point. Okay. So take the point dimension, click here, and this distance is how much? 90. Fine. Now a lot of it is still blue. Why is it blue? Just click and drag to check how it is changing. Fine. So you can see this is changing like that. So this point, this line, and control and click. Control and select both lines and click here collinear. So now it has become black. Now same way here, what is happening here? The height is changing. How to fix this? Select this and this by pressing control. Click type control, keep the control button pressed and select both of them, then select coincident. Now most of it has become black, lower one is still blue, so it is going down. So how to do? Again select this and origin by pressing control and click coincident. Done. And now you need to provide the inner diameter. Inner diameter is how much? You can see 38 diameter into 7. What is this into 7? SQTHD means square thread. SQTHD means square thread, and that square thread is having a pitch of 7. It's having a pitch of 7. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this. So let me choose this here. How much I should select? Let me select 38. Okay, 38 is very small, so fine, no problem. Let's go ahead with this. Actually, if you want to show the threading as well, then what you have to do is you have to take 38 minus 7. 38 minus 7. Why minus 7? because on both sides of this thread will go inside. The thickness of the thread, height of the thread will be 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 from right side, 7 by 2 from the left side. Both sides will be deducted. Okay? So 31 I can keep. So once this is done, go back to features. Which option? Revolve. Now here you can see axis is not selected automatically because he is getting confused. There are two axes. One axis is here and there is one more construction line now. So that's why the software is confused as to which one to select. So you have to click here and select which axis you want for revolving. Now it is revolved. Now click OK. And again it's not displaying properly, so select this. So this is your object. So there is one more change needed here. We need a fillet here. How much is the fillet? 5 mm. So let's go ahead and give the fillet. Okay, fillet. So click here and give 5 mm. Okay, done. Bottom side you should not give fillet because you can see here there is a sharp corner. Okay, so this is done. So once this is done, just save it again. So how to save it? So where to save first? Go inside D drive, go in your folder, and then go inside the folder screw jack, and here you can save it. So what is this? This is a nut. This is a nut. Fine, saved. So like this you can go on creating the parts. So then go for the next part, then go for the next part, and so on. Okay. So like this you have to create all the parts. Fine. Once all the parts are ready, again you have to go for assembly. So let's start.